Entering Kabul, Afghanistan. Today I want to take you with me to a country that has been embroiled in conflict for as long as you can think of. From countless wars, different major powers trying to control the region, and for now, Afghanistan is in a brief period of peace. So I have made my way into the country through the land border, entering, getting a visa with the Taliban. And already in the first few towns, I've noticed a distinct beauty to this country, but yet with some problems. You get questioned on every corner, you get stopped by the Taliban, and getting to Kabul was not an easy road. So today I want to take you with me on the first impression, the first day. How is it going to be? Are we going to be free to move around? Is it safe? Can I film? All of that, I want to find out. But even more so, I want to find out how real Afghanistan looks like. So good morning and welcome to Kabul city. Right now, literally the first morning, just arrived last night. Walked out of the hotel. And today I want to take you along on a, I would say, a very unique and one-of-a-kind city. So actually we entered Afghanistan, there's one video before that, through the land border, Tajikistan. We drove through the city of Mazar-e-Sharif, beautiful mosque, fairly old. And arriving in Kabul right away, like, you know, you see pictures, you hear something about the city, but you never know exactly how it's going to be on the ground. That's what we want to explore a little bit today. We want to, let's say, on one side, see just regular, normal, local areas. There's people, very nice, just selling things, shoes, pomegranate juice, of course.
You speak English?
We can speak English, yes. How are you?
Travelers.
Yes,
Why did you come to Afghanistan?
Interesting country, you know, different than most, yes.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Mohammed Hassan. What's your name?
Mohammed Assam, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you. This is Liza.
Nice to meet
Yes, good.
The sister, the brother.
It's my woman.
Woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Afghanistan is a beautiful country.
Very much. First day in Kabul, very interesting. So we'll explore a bit. Yeah? Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
What is the bonus question we just had with the guys?
Who is she?
Yeah, who is she? And then they like to be like your sister. I don't know, because we're young. Maybe we'll look a bit similar. Who knows?
Yeah.
But saying girlfriend is not a thing here. Saying wife wouldn't be fully honest. I don't like that. So I say it's my woman, and they dig it. They're like, oh, mashallah. Yeah, that happened a couple times already. So if you drive through Afghanistan, that's where we already have quite a lot of experience. We almost went cross country to get to Kabul. There's a lot of posts. So the country is very controlled right now. With that, obviously, it's the safest it has been in decades, probably, from that perspective, because it's under one rule. But I think we showed our passport like 10 times within a 10-hour drive basically to Kabul yesterday. Very nice. The food, oh, you're gonna see it. The lamb, it's probably the best I've had in my life, and that doesn't go easy because everywhere I go, especially countries that are like eating a lot of lamb, I want to try it all. I want to try it everywhere. Damn, this clothing, that looks good. So women definitely have to dress modestly here, but at the same time, they are selling heels. So I guess there is a time and place for that in some way. How are you feeling?
Very mixed feelings for sure, because like it's my first time in like a proper Muslim country. I don't know if if it's appropriate to say it like that, but yeah, it is what it is. You catch all of the attention, all of the eyes on your blonde freaky hair.
So they're selling really cool jackets here on the side of the road. Probably gonna get colder soon. As of right now, shooting off pretty much early November, and it's still really warm. As you can see, I'm actually even like a little bit hot in this jacket here. And what you selling? Juice, very nice. Pomegranate juice. Yes, okay. We'll come back maybe other time.
Okay.
We're okay for now.
My name is Murad.
Nice to meet you, Murad. I'm Danny.
I'm Danny. America.
Danny. Germany. Exactly.
Germany.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Almost everybody's very communicative. This guy, this guy was all going in for the hug. I'm like, I know you're selling juice, so relax a bit. Oh, but Let's see, we got some superpower. Let's do superpower. What do you think? Where can we cross? We need to cross the road. Yeah, cross. Just cross. Cross here, you think, or better there? Okay, we'll figure it out. Thank you. So. But honestly, it's like a comfortable little rush. Lots of obviously cars. The traffic is famous in Kabul for being a bit crazy. But yeah, let me show you the hotel we're actually staying. Just gonna pick up our things and head out. Sofa landmark or something? Safi? You lived all your life in Kabul?
Yes.
So changing a lot over the years?
Oh, yes.
Like, is it now better than 10 years ago? Or like in terms of life, opportunity? Is better now or maybe 10, 20 years ago? What do you think?
Better now.
Now is the best?
Now is the best.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Morning.
And so I would say the mission for right now is gonna get some transportation and we're gonna go deep into Kabul. Alrighty, we're doing just a little stop by the side of the road. As you see, I'm already all in the local attire. Trust me, there's so much coming from Afghanistan and in a country where you truly cannot know what to expect. But in general, it's always good to stay on the safe side. And that is for me where Safety Wing travel medical insurance comes in. If you watch my videos, be it Southeast Asia, be it somewhere in Europe, basically they cover you in over 180 different countries and destinations, up to $250,000 if you get sick or injured. Even if it's something small, like, you know, you get maybe little food poisoning and you feel like you really should get that checked out, there's a $0 deductible, so even the smallest claims are covered. And also what makes them quite special is kind of like a pay-as-you-go subscription. If you need it for a 1-week trip, you can just use it for a week, for a month, or even month by month as long as your long-term travel medical insurance when you're traveling. But you can cancel it at any time. So if you get stuck in the airport, you have lost luggage, or if something bad happens, you need to fly back home, those are also things that are covered by Safety Wing. It takes literally 5 minutes to set it up. If something happens, they have a 24/7 hotline. Even if you're just considering a trip, click the link down below, check out all the details. The special part, even if you're already on the road and you feel like you better be insured to stay on the safe side, you can get it even if you're already traveling. So no matter where you are, you can sign up, and for pretty much a few dollars a day, you can stay protected. Some of you wild devils might be considering to come to Afghanistan. They cover most things with very few limitations. I'll link it down in the description. But of course, for any other travel, truly one of the best and easiest solutions. So first link down in the description. I'm in the middle of a mountainous highway. I would say, let's get back into today's adventure. How many million people?
3.5 million people.
A taxi driver told me it's 31.
The Kabul population is the map is crowded for the 3.5 million people. But now more than 8 million people are living in Kabul.
Yeah. And so we are in the car, making our way right now to one of the famous markets of Kabul. We're gonna start up there, then head to the city center. And just driving through the city is quite interesting. There's very different parts. Some are like just little markets, little houses. Other ones, like to our left, actually like more modern buildings, high rises. Looks like, I don't know, 8 floors or even more. So big city. And we just got the official number. It's around you said official is 3.5 million, like registered, you mean?
It's made for the 3.5 million people.
The city's made it, huh?
Yeah, and now it's like living more than 7 or 8 million people are living here.
Yeah, probably hard to say because some people come, some go, but yeah, almost, I mean, close to 10 million maybe even at times, so 7, 8 they say. Huge city.
Making our way downtown,
I'm homebound.
Yes, Kabul is very huge.
So what would you say is like the breakdown of Kabul in terms of ethnicity, roughly, do you know?
Yes.
So what is it?
Huh?
the Kabul ethnicity? Like, is it majority Pashtun or
It's mixed.
very mixed?
Yeah.
Do you know roughly?
Well, like it doesn't have any special place.
So what is the biggest groups?
Not to say that, because like Kabul it's mixed. When
And-
we go to the city center, it's possible to see Pashtun, Tajik, Hazara, many types of ethnicity you can see in the city center. But for sure,
And the three biggest one are definitely Pashtun, Azari, and then Tajik, or?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
and most of the population in Kabul are Pashtun. Yes, of course.
Alright. So that is busy Kabul traffic. 8 million people doesn't go unnoticed. So pushing 1 p.m. and the streets are busy. Everyone's headed somewhere. Let's get into the busyness of Kabul. So we're here in the middle of the market. Let's go. So basically the traffic is so busy that you can more or less walk through it, and seriously, so much colors, so much smell. We drove through most of the market. It took us like 10-15 minutes to pretty much where we probably could have walked in 20. Yes. Brother looks like a bit like he's from India, but the mix of different people in Afghanistan is really interesting. We're gonna talk about it deeper, maybe in a bit of a voiceover or something. But yeah, let's get into the trade. Let's see what they're selling. And I think they're selling pretty much everything here from what we have seen out of the window. Alright, so careful. The bird market begins, or at least they're selling birds here, so really, wow, those are some big rabbits right here. So very narrow streets, really cool, very busy. It's nice to see, like, let's say a market how it used to be a long time ago. Very busy. It's probably the main place of trade to this day. Everybody that needs a bird, or really anything for that fact, probably comes here. Oh, that's a lot of birds.
Yeah, that was the beginning of
That's an eagle, huh?
eagle, the eagle, yeah.
Wow. Look at that. They're even having eagles here. When they said bird market, I thought maybe a couple of birds, but it's really all kinds of birds. Beautiful, beautiful doves. Look at them. Curious
I
doves.
like this one better.
Wow. Look how healthy they look. Hopefully somebody's gonna buy them soon, because these guys look royal, for real. Look at them.
These are my pigeons.
Nice. So you keep them just in the
them at home,
cage,
yes.
or?
They are just, yes, in the cage. Maybe may Allah bring peace there as well. May God bring
Yes,
peace.
that'd
Welcome
be
to
good.
Afghanistan.
Thank you. And so, the gentleman there told us that people keep these birds for pets. Was the first guy. He didn't really want to be on video, but some want, some not, and that's perfectly fine. Ah, we're here. Let's go. Man with a parrot. What's that? We're seeing the local trade happening. Making knives, yeah? So I think they're making knives here, right?
Yeah, making knives.
The old way. Yes.
The thing which cut the piece of fabric slit.
Oh wow, even scissors they're making here. So very old style. And I guess these guys are learning. This one's the professional back there. Very nice. So little photo time on the market. You got some? Alright. So obviously, as you can imagine, filming around. That's good. Thank you. Gets busy. Yep.
I almost putting in my pocket.
Wow. Yeah. Is it like one bird street or many?
Only this place.
Oh yeah, it was busy. The bird sound's pretty much still rushing through my head. But yeah, very cool. I gotta say, if you compare it to many other markets where they sell animals, even though obviously like small cages, lots of animals, they do really healthy. I think they go quick here. It's very popular, these birds. Like I said, one of the guys, he was explaining to me that he himself has 40 doves at home,
And then he showed me, he was very proud of it. But I can see why, they look pretty cool actually. Not like the doves that poop on you when you walk around in the park. They're really, you know, like most beautiful doves I've ever seen.
Wow, look at this freaky parrot.
Yeah.
Their eyes.
So yeah, the bird market. So here we're walking into the clothing area, much more calmer, almost like a bit meditative, a little bit like Kabul ambient sound, I would say. So yeah, mostly doing clothing here. I think there's a lot of tailors, so most people, they do it tailor-made to their body. Maybe we can find something off the rack as well. Let's see. So I would say, you could say, in some ways it's similar to like a Turkish market, maybe Istanbul, but more authentic. Like, it's not a touristy market in any way, sense or form. And here's also, all right, Liza, we have to watch every step here, seriously. Guys are moving fast. So truly one of the busiest markets probably I've ever been to. What is it today? Tuesday, 1 p.m. As busy as it gets. So I would strongly guess these guys are changing money, Mari?
Yes, but we are going to fix
100? It's good? So we got out. Hello, hello. He's just repeating. Sweet. Hello, hello. So here's kind of like a little market on the street. There's some water flowing through. Obviously, so busy. It's a little bit of like trash on the side, but generally like very lively area, super cool. I would say now it's time to get a bit of a tea, get a bit into some quieter areas as well. There's supposed to be an interesting monument we wanted to check out, so let's see. Смотри, какой я undercover bastard. Liza, я undercover. No. It's more chill than India, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
You sell rings? Yeah. Rings, very nice. Look like old drinks. It's very old, or?
Where are you from?
Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine, Germany.
Ukraine, yes.
You are welcome in Afghanistan.
Thank you very much. Very nice.
You buy some ring?
Maybe not today, but they look very nice. Thank you.
This one old piece, man.
Looks very cool, yes.
You buy some.
Not today, but
Just one
I will
piece.
consider. I will dream about it.
One piece.
All right.
This guy is know about money.
Well,
You buy.
I'll consider it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Little
Bye-bye.
businessman. Yeah, nah, we give it a try.
Nice. They look cool. Lunch.
medium.
Okay guys, so after the busy market, came down here, got some nice black tea. Local restaurant, not too far from it. What was the name of the mosque we just saw?
Shahadi Shamshara.
Shahadi Shamshara?
Yes.
So
Shah
basically,
means king, Du means two, Shamshir means a sword. Like the king who were fighting with two swords at the same time.
king who was fighting with two swords. So basically that looked really cool, had like a lot of birds on it. Generally the whole market, very authentic. One of the busiest, one of the most authentic ones. Like in no ways it's kind of like a tourist market. I mean, what do you think, how many tourists like visit that a day? Like a couple, you know, maybe 10, 20? Yeah, so you really felt that. And here, I mean, Afghani food already after 2 days seems like, you know,
One of the favorites.
yeah, but also we're basically eating, look, that is what I'm doing. We're having a lamb meat all day. Like I said, some of the best lamb. Got some liver. First time I had like liver barbecue. We like to cook liver ourselves, but the liver barbecue in Uzbekistan was good. Here maybe is even a little bit better, but the price is everything. The quality, bread is usually made in house. Super. Do you know how much, like, let's say all of that meat costs roughly?
That's usually we can see that when we take the invoice, but it's about like 250 Afghanis and 200 or 300, like $5, something like this.
So like 200 would be like less than $4.
Yeah.
Basically, prices are really, really good. Local. Would you say this is a local restaurant or like mid?
This is like medium.
And for that, I mean, let's get into it. The lamp.
Local restaurant and like the medium, not very expensive, not very cheap.
What was the total?
The total 910 Afghani.
908?
10.
910. So that's like $14. And so after having a really, really good lunch, I'm starting to lose my voice actually. The energy's down a little bit. The road, in the last video you can check it, took a bit of a toll, but getting the energy up, and I had a little mission today. Let's check out the clothing shops. And then for sunset, we'll go somewhere else. Was it here? Assalamu alaikum. You sell traditional clothing, yeah?
Yeah.
You speak a bit English, or? Yeah, a little bit? What do you think? This one's not bad.
Yeah, you have the classic one, like the one that you want. And like ne, az emri diga söz ver. Hani. Bak ne çıktı söz mesela olmasa. Hadi gidelim zaten.
How much you want for that? How much you want for this one?
Çanmaya.
Tight actually.
Nice.
Yeah, do?
Yeah, I think it's cool. The color fits you.
It's not small for you.
You think it might be a bit small?
It looks a bit small.
Yeah, then good. That's how I want it. I mean, I also got the sweater under it. Good.
Good.
No, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Right, ready to go. That was a close one. Let's say local. The pants feel like they're made for a man 5 times my size, but the top actually feels pretty dope. It feels like I'm basically in the rope, which I am. So what was that? 1,000.
Now you feel like this amount of
So much garment, huh? You were like, complaining about it. We'll get used to it. 1,700 divided by something 62.3 or something. Thought we made a deal for 1.6 and you wanted 1.7. I'm like, yo, we made a deal. Then I'm like, yo, 1.7's fine.
So you look great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh.
Like really.
You look great too. Now we just need local names. So the last stop for today is all the way on top, overlooking the whole city, sunset basically. And wow, is that a pool? Thing that used to be a pool, right? Look at that. To jump off. It's basically already getting dark. Gonna be taken in the sunset a little bit. I think there's a prayer room up here. Mostly just people come out, hang out, and what you see is the whole city surrounded by mountains. So the whole structure of the city is quite cool. Used to be a pool here, huh? Why? How?
Because like they will not like.
And so this has been the first full day in Kabul. Ooh, gotta tell you, was busy, super tired, but at the same time also, like you already, you know, it's one of those days where you experience and see so much that you kind of like really in the moment, and at some point when you get to the end of the day, you're like, wow, I'm gonna need a couple of days to digest that, to also, I think, just gonna go to sleep. Honestly, my throat hurts quite a bit from the road, like I mentioned before. Just gonna do the best to recover, and tomorrow I want to give you a little wrap up, a little first impression of Kabul. We're gonna be here one more full day. I think today we really saw, on the one side, kind of like regular life in this neighborhood, but also really the local life as well. So I'd say I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll give you a little tour around here. Okay, good morning. We're all back nice and dressed up, and luckily feeling good. I was not sure what it was yesterday, if it's the air, if it's just all the travel. Like, I get sick very rarely, and usually it's like for just a couple of days, and I was hoping that this time it's the same thing. Kind of just like little immune system drop. I think it is also definitely a little bit the city. Like, generally it's fairly dusty. Some people even see wearing masks. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a mix of also kind of like the immune system going down a bit. But luckily I'm waking up this morning. My throat feels all right. I was losing my voice yesterday even, which right now is not optimal because I want to talk. I want to share with you. And to give you a bit of an idea where we're staying, I was actually really positively surprised. It's like not the fanciest hotel in town. Actually, yesterday we drove by one of them, I think Serena or something like that. Like a 5-star one of the few in Kabul. But this one, super nice. So, what was it? Safi Landmark? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
And I think it's a 4-star hotel. It's pretty nice. So, this is kind of like this is what I like the most. We got a corner room, got a little table there. I'm not doing much here, but still put my stuff up there. Kind of like big TV. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but you can definitely stay comfortably. Like, most of the big cities have absolutely decent, up to even you could say nice hotels. And just to share with you first feelings from the first day in Kabul. First of all, like I said, it's the second city that we visited in Afghanistan after Mazar Sharif. And I think experience is always very subjective, because you can have one experience that kind of like paints your whole perspective. And we had one experience in Bazaar where we had like asked, what are you filming, da-da-da. They looked a little bit through my footage. Everything was easy, everything was polite, but it took some time. And of course, if it's your first day, you're like, wow, how is it going to be going? So also when we got out in Kabul, we're like, all right, how are we going to film here? How is it going to go? It was super chill. It was very relaxed, especially this area, from what I've now understood, is one of the more modern ones, and you feel it. Like, a lot of shops, a lot of people speak English, a lot of women walking actually around by themselves. You see kind of like they're chatting around with each other. Not sure exactly what they're talking about, but it looks like they have some hot gossip on their hands, right? Like, that's how it looks sometimes. And also the difference from Kabul to the other places on the way here, there's a lot of checkpoints. While I'd say it's not a problem, it still kind of feels like, wow, you know, there's a lot of government presence. But Kabul, on the other hand, feels like any regular big city in that part of the world. In some ways, it feels fairly advanced. Like, sometimes you see like a guy and you're like, wow, dude, like, you're probably like some nuclear physicist, or at least some guy that's building bridges. Like, people that are very articulate, very well put together, even on the market. Like, I think this one guy with his son, very calm, very warm energy, very articulate. So that is just, yeah, you see Kabul is in many ways a fairly sophisticated city. There's a lot of people here that are, again, if you compare it to maybe smaller cities or even other countries, it's like, wow, Kabul really, I think, has a lot of going for it. And while I expected it to be good, you never know exactly how it's gonna be, and don't know. And like, in terms of, let's say, government presence, like, you see some security guards, you see traffic guys that are just leading the traffic, and in some ways even less, perhaps, how we would call it, military, security, government, whatever, than in some other big cities. Like in India, you see more, in even some Southeast Asian countries, you just see more, a little bit police presence on the streets, which I guess speaks for the fact that it's not necessarily needed that much. Still, on every, like, maybe every 10-15 minutes, you see a guy with a big gun, but these days they're just hanging on their phone, probably watching TikTok, honestly. I mean, like, they're chilling. It doesn't look like they're like very, generally, basically, I would say Kabul felt really safe. We didn't have any issues. A good amount of people just randomly coming up, asking if we need any help or assistance, which is, it happens a lot in different countries, but I never like to be one of those guys when somebody is nice, like, oh my God, they're so nice, and then they're leading you to their shop, and then they overcharge you for a tea, and you're like, oh my God, so people so kind. Here it really seemed like fairly genuine, most people. I think also currently there's not that many people visiting, so the few people that feel kind of like, you know, they want to make a good impression seemed really genuine, which is nice. And yeah, so today going out with a bit of a fresh eyes on the city, a little bit more used to it, a little bit more open, and I guess in many ways I've been to a couple of different countries. I did a little bit of research, so I kind of knew what to expect to Afghanistan. That's why I came here. That's why I brought her with me, because I was thinking this was probably going to be quite all right. But in many ways, Kabul is even a bit more modern, even a bit more, not modern in terms of infrastructure. They're building some things, but generally, like especially the markets, like old life is pretty cool. But it's a city actually with a lot of, let's say, hopefully. Much more open-minded, but I would hope, who knows, with potential in the future. I hope so. So what was your impressions? Share with us.
Yeah, I liked Kabul much more. I even had interaction with women, and it was very warm and unexpectedly for me. So yeah, it feels more chill overall, and yeah, big busy city.
So you said a lot of women, they kind of like look at you, smile, some even talk to you.
Yes, very nice energy from women. One said that I dressed very good, and she touched me and
Said it was like a mother-daughter?
yeah, something like that, mother-daughter, and their faces were like not fully covered like mine right now. And yeah, I think I even right now looks conservative, like
for Kabul standards.
Kabul standards.
Yeah, that is the thing, is like even in Bazaar, the city we visited before, but especially here, you see there's different, let's say, choices or levels of how people choose to dress. Like some women are, let's say, fully covered up. I would say in Kabul it's actually a minority, like maybe 20-30%. Some majority looks like Liza, but some are even wearing like flip-flops, even have some type of
little heel.
Yeah, some type of heel. And yeah, it's interesting, you know, just to see the reality on the ground. Generally, like, I avoid pointing my cameras directly at women. It's pretty sensitive. They're not gonna like it. And also, I mean, that is the thing, is like, you know, if you watch media, you feel like it's all like, don't want to turn this video political, but let's say it like that. The reality on the ground is mixed, and there's only so much we can see in a couple of days. But what I can do and want to do is wander through the real Kabul, through different areas, through different side streets, collect the impressions. There was a funny situation with the parking guy. He was insisting on cleaning the car. I freaking hate when that happens, when somebody wants to like bully you into cleaning their car. We just pretty much drove off. Common thing, again, I think our guide handled it very well. But other than that, there's absolutely no issues. Even with filming, I had my camera out on the market most of the time. Again, avoided maybe like pointing my cameras at like local women or something, because that can be sensitive, but not even a single thing from, be it locals, civilians, or government. So I hope that's gonna also how it's gonna go today. If you're interested to see how we got into Afghanistan, there's a full video about that. I would say a very exciting day, to say the least. And let's jump into day number 2, full day number 2 in Kabul. See you soon. If you want to check me where I am right now, you can join me on Instagram. And yeah, got a Kabul to see.